Adam Contras, video blogger extraordinaire.
Yep.
You're going to be joining us officially in the next segment, and you brought somebody with you.
Oh, I know. This is exciting.
I think we need to go back to maybe 1985.
Yeah.
Pull out the DeLorean. Maybe if we can rev it up to 88 miles an hour. See what we can do to get this Back to the Future golf party started.
What?
So stick around for that. We have some surprises for you in the next hour of the Mo Kelly Show. This is KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. It's the second hour of the Mo Kelly Show. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm horrible at golf. I'm pretty good at miniature golf, but I'm horrible at golf. I know my limitations and my capabilities, but I have someone here who's pretty good at both. And it's someone who I've known for a number of years, and we've been in different capacities as the years have gone by. Adam Contras, video blogger, avid home miniature golfer. If you build it, they will come.
That's exactly what happened.
Adam, welcome to the program. You've brought some friends with you, but we're going to bring them in just a second. Tell me how this miniature golf connection.
Got it. I have a backyard that's basically all sand and dirt, right? Simple as that. So I couldn't grow anything, so I said I'd cover it, and I'm from the Midwest, so what do? You build a deck. That's what we do. We just make decks. You'd be very impressed with the size of my deck.
My
it's
condolences
nice.
to Ohio State bowing out of the tournament.
Go Bucks. He's going to start with the Go Bucks.
There.
So I made a big
deck. It's all downhill.
Big deck, and I put a little. I thought I'll just put a little putting green, on the side of it. Simple as that. And then little by little, what happens? I got 9-hole mini golf course in my backyard. Thank you to my wife, who's okay with it and hasn't gotten too angry about it. And invited a bunch of people over. We started playing, and you started to see that this is actually something different. That it's working. People are coming just to try to get the best score. So I started holding tournaments.
Yes.
And then I went all out. I bought a website. I built it, and I made it like the PGA Tour. So we have rolling 2-year averages. We have a points championship, and we got really, really intense about it. And people were coming no matter what. And that's when I realized, man, this is a charity event waiting to happen. Because I have a built-in audience. And because I'm the first video blogger, I'm documenting the whole thing. So there's a viral aspect to it. Even, other than the people at the event, people are still watching the videos of the events. And pretty soon I said, I gotta get some charities involved. And then there were some problems.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
Well, you what's your first sentence to charity in an email? I built a mini golf course in my backyard.
That problem.
Right. I couldn't get anybody to take me seriously until finally I had a buddy in Houston who has a theater. He said, you know what, I'll help you out. And he had a charity that he could bring in. It's called House of Tiny Treasures. And I got to say, his movie theater is called Wellborn. And they're going to sponsor this event coming up on Saturday. And
Saturday the 29th.
Saturday the 29th. And it's already set, ready to go.
Tell me about the event, specifically, GolfCon.
Basically, it's just everybody plays in a qualifying period, and then we take the top 8 and we do a bracket. We're kind of doing the March Madness
Is this golf or miniature golf?
It's miniature golf. It's just putting.
Just want to make sure.
Just putting. That's my backyard. What do you think we're going to be driving?
I don't know. Maybe you're taking people out to the golf course.
It's simple putting. Here's the thing. You say you aren't good at mini golf. The reason I really like this is there's no gender bias. There's no age bias. A 5-year-old girl could come in, practice a bit, and it's just putting. Only 2 and 3 par putts. So really, I initially did it because my kids. I was like, my kid is someday going to beat all these adults at putting. And feel like they're at the top of the world, So that was part of it, and then it turned into all of this now.
As I look to my right and your left, I see the beautiful Claudia Wells. I remember you. I was in high school, and there was this gorgeous woman who was playing the girlfriend of Marty McFly. And I remember that end scene, Marty wakes up in his bed. He comes out and sees that Toyota truck in the garage. I said, gosh, I want to be him when I grow up. And then the beautiful girlfriend, and they get in the truck together. I said, that is living. Claudia, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, what has life been for you in the time in between since doing that iconic movie? We're almost coming up on
30 years next year.
And in the movie, they go forward to 2015.
Yes, they do.
The future.
The future is now.
We're in it.
I mean, that is mind-blowing.
It's cool. It's happening. I travel constantly doing autograph shows and conventions. It's amazing. Such a huge blessing.
How do you look back upon that moment? Because that movie is played all the time. I'm quite sure it gives you all a flood of memories. And I mean, beyond doing like the autograph shows now, what was your experience in that movie like?
It was fabulous. It was fun. But, you know, I'd been an actress for a long time, and I'd starred in a bunch of TV series and episodics, movies of the week, school break specials, after school specials. So for me, oddly enough, that was my smallest part I ever had. But it was so momentous that that's what everyone connects me with. And
it's not going away.
And, you know, a guy, it was you. You're in this generation's It's a Wonderful Life. And when he said that, it gave me sort of more of a grasp of what Back to the Future is to people, because It's a Wonderful Life is, you know, that's my heart.
How did you find your way to Adam and then being a part of this GolfCon tournament?
This is the funniest story.
Well,
man. I don't know who tells it.
Should I tell you? Tell it, Adam.
Don't get in trouble now.
He's got
no,
the voice.
Here's what's funny.
No, it's funny.
4 years ago, you know, I friended her on Facebook and she accepted. I didn't even know if it was her, but I asked her to
everybody.
coffee. I asked her to coffee. As simple as that. Never heard back from her. I was like, whoa, shoot, I probably screwed that up. Years pass. A couple weeks ago, I'm writing to everybody in LA now that I have a charity attached to try to get some people involved. And I wrote, hey, to her. And she thought it was the coffee invite. And so I get the reply, sure, I'd love to go to coffee.
Better late than never.
Well, kind of.
Closer than never.
Well, and then I went, oh, I'm sorry. That was 4 years ago. I am married with 2 children now.
Different decade.
Sorry. Yeah, literally. Who knew? Right? And we were laughing about it. And I said, well, now that I have your attention, I might as well tell you about this charity. And she said, I'd love to be involved. We met and figured out all sorts of stuff, including the big announcement. Obviously, we have the great March Madness event Saturday, March 29th. But on Memorial Day, we're going to be christening a Back to the Future golf hole called Golf to the Future.
What?
And the time machine, the DeLorean, is going to be at my house.
Perfect replica.
It's unbelievable. It's going to be at the house. Claudia's going to be there. And we're going to christen this on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay,
on Memorial Day Monday.
Give me the specifics for March 29th.
Honestly, easier, just go to Facebook, type in GolfCon. Simple as that.
GolfKon.
It is a
yes.
K. It is a K because my last name is Contreras.
But the big deal about the Back to the Future hole is it's going to be representing Kids in the Spotlight.
Yes.
Which is the charity that I've been on the board of since its inception almost 5 years ago. You can find it at kidsinthespotlight.org, and it's phenomenal, and we help foster children. They create their own films, they write it, they star in it. We have a professional crew that comes in. It changes their lives.
KFIAM 640, more stimulating talk radio. This is the Mo Kelly Show. I am joined in studio by Adam Contreras, the longest video blogger of all time.
Bum, bum.
And also Claudia Wells of Back to the Future fame. And we've been discussing GolfCon.
Yes.
March 29th, the March Madness miniature golf charity event.
Yup.
GolfCon with a K.
That's
with
right.
a K.
K-O-N, G-O-L-F-K-O-N.
K-O-N, because my last name is K-O-N.
T-R-A-S.
Exactly. Look at you.
See? I
Impressive.
Hard Scrabble
I can
Mo.
read.
Hard Scrabble Mo.
But also,
Love it.
before the break, we were discussing Kids in the Spotlight and how that was going to be tied into the Memorial Day event.
Right. The Memorial Day event, we didn't have sponsors or anything. And then once I started talking to her, and I said, we can make this all about your charity because you're the one helping. She owns Armani Wells, a clothing store.
Greatest men's clothing store in the entire world.
Ever.
In Studio City.
Not far from
Right.
here.
High-end resale for men at discount prices.
She's actually sponsoring the March 29th event because she is going to give away this is one of the coolest pieces of movie memorabilia I've ever seen. You know how in the movie she signs "I love you" to Marty McFly on the back of the Save the Clock Tower
Right.
flyer? Well, she's signing those to the people who get in the top 4 of the GolfCon event.
So you can have a real sign, save
From-
the
And
From
it's
Jennifer
the original.
Parker.
It's the original flyer that's exactly like the one in the movie.
You got to read some of the stuff. It's hilarious.
It's so funny, and they repeat a few sentences. But actually, the coolest thing is it was my handwriting in the movie.
Right. So if you watch the movie and you look at it's really
It's
cool.
gonna look exactly
it's really
the
cool.
same.
So on top of the Memorial Day thing, that happens on the 29th. But on Memorial Day, that's when the DeLorean, the time machine, is going to be at GolfCon. She's going to be there. Mayor Goldie Wilson.
Oh,
do we know yet?
done.
Let's do it.
Mayor Goldie Wilson's
Mayor
gonna be
Goldie
Yes,
Wilson.
he's
I
actually.
could be mayor.
That's it, and he's turned into a really good friend of mine.
I like the sound.
I
of
met
that.
him for the first time at our 25th anniversary.
Mayor Goldie Wilson is going to be in your backyard.
in my backyard, dude.
Yeah.
Build it and they will come. Oh, it's so good.
Adam, tell me real quick, the charity for March 29th is...
It's called House of Tiny Treasures, and it's a charity that actually provides early childhood education for homeless kids, which you don't actually think about, but public school doesn't cover preschool. And
No.
as somebody who has an 18-month-old who's thinking about preschools and all that kind of stuff, it's really important. And so you never think about it, but what a great charity. They're actually helping homeless kids get that, get the schooling and the preschooling that they need. So,
And if you get a
Awesome.
birdie or an eagle...
yeah, and the way that works is for this specific one, we have enough business sponsorship to allow $2 for every birdie you make and $10 for every eagle that you make. So the more people that come and make those shots, the more money we're able to give to the charity.
and then on May 4th, I believe?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, it's May 26th, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
Memorial
Monday.
Day, then we have Kids in the Spotlight.
Right, and all the money will be going to Kids in the Spotlight. But we do
Yay!
need business sponsors. So, I'm sure Armani Wells will give a little bit, but we'd like to have a bunch. And you don't have to give a lot. It can be $40, certain holes don't get a lot of birdies.
Right.
And I have all the stats, believe me. I have every single number about everything. So you're not going to get stuck with a $9,000 bill because somebody hit, 50 hole-in-ones or something.
Where is the event exactly? I know...
The actual event, let me just say, this is at my house.
Right.
So it is a private event. However, contact me on Facebook. I'm pretty good at figuring you out and so forth. Talk to me. So I got to be careful, man. You have people knocking on my door. Hey, can we play the mini golf
Serial
course?
killers not welcome.
No, we have to, but still.
Well, I'm just talking about like families. Like, I heard there was a mini golf course here, and knocking on that can't happen. But again, it's more about the sponsorship because it goes through the videos
Yeah,
later.
it's not the people coming,
Right,
it's the
exactly.
sponsorship.
It's the sponsorship, exactly.
From here, where do you see this growing and going? How do you build this event larger than just beyond?
Larger than the time machine in my house? I have never thought past that.
And me.
I know. I like the whole concept of this is I can't believe I'm here talking about
But you
this.
know it's not going to be able to remain in just your backyard.
I don't know. I didn't ever think about this. The idea was this, hey, I'll put a mini golf course in my backyard. I can't believe this is actually happening. So we'll see what happens next. Who knows? Where we're going, we don't need roads, right? Come on.
Not if you have your putter.
Right, there you go.